This video I'm gonna show you how to get started with SPSS. The first thing we need is a file that can be opened in SPSS. You can create this file using your Qualtrics software, or you can open a file from an Excel file that contains your raw data. In this video I'm not going to show you how to download a file from Qualtrics. I have added a video from the University of Alabama that's going to show you how to import data from Qualtrics. However, for your class, I will be providing you with a file, so you don't need to download a file from Qualtrics. The files you need are going to be in Blackboard. So you need to go to your Blackboard account. In Blackboard you will find a folder called SPSS Exercise 1. You have to click on the folder and you're going to see three files. You're going to see a Word file containing the instructions for the task. I encourage you to go and read the instructions first, so you understand what you're trying to do. In this case, I have provided you the instructions to analyze a football survey. The manager's question is, why do students attend football games? This survey is a real survey that was collected to help the athletics department at UTEP understand why students go or don't go to football games. I have added some of the constructs that were measured, and you can click on the football survey PDF to see what questions were asked and how they were asked. This is the first step. You have to get familiar with the questions. You have to get familiar with the purpose, so everything else will make sense. Remember, you will have to provide recommendations from this data set. So you have to understand how the questions were asked. You have to understand what questions were asked and how they were measured. Okay, so where is the SPSS file? So in Blackboard, if you see the second file that is posted, it says SPSS file. What you have to do is right click on the mouse. Right click on your mouse, then go to Save Link As. Click on Save Link. It's going to show you the name of the file. It's going to be a .sav file. And what I encourage you to do is go to the desktop and save it there. So save it to your desktop. Then you can go to the desktop, find it, and keep it handy. Next step that we need to do is, now we have to open SPSS. So we go to the SPSS icon and we click on it. Now, if you don't see these in the computer lab in your account, you can go and search for the program. So in this box, you click IBM, and it's going to show the IBM SPSS statistics. You click on it, and it's going to open the software. It may take a couple of minutes to open. Might take some time. Just have to be patient. Don't click on anything else. Don't double click on anything. Just let the software open. Once the SPSS program is open, you're going to see this screen right here. You're going to have several options. I'm going to ask you to click Cancel, and then go and open your file by clicking on this folder. So open. Go look for your file. Remember, I ask you to save it on the desktop so you have it handy. Find the file, 2015 Marketing Research, Football. and open it. When you open your file, you're going to see two things. One, that the SPSS screen has two view options. There's the data view and there's the variable view. In the data view, you're going to see what people responded. If you go sideways, you're going to see all the responses to all the different questions. If you go down or up, you're going to see all the different respondents. In this case, we have 146 people who responded to this survey. What they answered, you can see it in the variable view. So you will have a detailed description of the questions. Click in one of these boxes and/or label. Then extend this box, and then you will be able to see all the questions that were asked. Again, what I encourage you to do is to take a moment, go down and see the questions, so you get familiar with what kind of questions were asked and where. If you open the instructions, you will see that certain questions belong to different constructs. So make sure that the file matches. So you get familiar with Q881, so you know that that's an attitude. It's measured whether people like football or they don't. So what's your overall evaluation of football? Bad, good, dislike it, like it, unattractive, attractive. All these are measuring the same construct. That's why they are positioned here with attitudes. All of those are attitudes. Then we have questions about familiarity. Right here. Now, where's my familiarity question? Q94-1. Right here. How familiar are you with college football? Not very familiar, very familiar. How familiar are you with football in general? Not very familiar, very familiar. And so on. So again, first step, open SPSS, open your file, make sure that the file is the same file as stated in the instructions, navigate it, get familiar with it, identify where's age, where's married, where's children, and so on. You can go to data view, see all the responses. You can go to the variable view. Finally, the second thing that I want to show you was that, as you can see, when you open SPSS, two files are created. One is the data set, and then the other one is what is called the output file. The output file records everything you do. So this is recording that we open the file from this menu right here, this folder menu. Everything you do is going to be shown in the output file. Here's where you're going to see the output. Here's where you're going to see the tables. Here's where you're going to see all the data from the analysis. You see that there are two menus on top. The first menu has some quick links to some handy options. And the more important menu, that's going to be all the way to the top, where we can save the file, we can open the file, we can edit the file, we can insert variables. Data menu, where we can go and select cases. And the analyze menu, where we can run our statistical analysis. The transform menu allows us to record and compute new variables. All of these we will use, and I will explain in detail how to use it later. So again, first step, get familiar with the software and open your files.